What's up? It's your boy Nasir the Biggest, and I'm here with ODCLT.
How would you describe who Nasir the Biggest is, both as an artist and as a person?
Um, how I'll explain how who Nasir the Biggest is as an artist and a person. First, I would start as a person. I would say Nasir the Biggest is someone who's very confident, someone who doesn't really care what anyone has to say, and I'm unapologetically me. And I'm just an overall lit person, and I just like to bring the vibe. And in the artist perspective, I would say same thing, that I'm just unapologetically me, and I just like my music to make everybody feel good and to make everybody lit and just spread that positivity. So I can say that's who I am.
Where did your journey with music and dance first start?
Um, it started when I was little. I always knew I liked music. I've heard it throughout my family, singing during the holidays and stuff like that. Once I got old enough to understand my voice and understand my rhythm that I can dance, I started utilizing it, started in elementary school, singing in choir, dancing like in the little plays we had, make sure I had solos. And then that just carried on into middle school, got bigger roles, and then in high school as well, and then also in college. So I can say that music is something that I was born with. Dancing is also something that I was born with. And I just enjoy it.
What's something people don't know about you but shows up in your music?
Honestly, I can honestly say the rapping, only because I grew up all my life singing and stuff like that. So I really didn't rap like that. It was more so me singing because that was like my first thing that I've started doing with my voice. Once I like figured out that I can sing, is and then me, like I said, me doing plays, me being in choir and stuff like that. You don't rap in those type of sceneries. So I would say it's a shocker when people hear that I rap. I would say my rapping.
What does your first release, Broken, mean to you personally?
Ooh, broke it. I can honestly say that was my very first release with my friends. Shout out to Pranav and shout out to Cian. Um, I can honestly say that was kind of emotional, and it was, I don't want to say, well, it was overwhelming, but in a good way. Let me put it like that. It was overwhelming in a good way because it was my first single collab. And I can say the message of that song is pretty much like I'm broken without you. So it was very personal for all three of us. And it did numbers, and yeah.
Did making Broken change the way you approached the only thing?
I would say it didn't make me change anything with Broken is a little bit more slow and a little bit more personal, while also only thing is also personal, but it's a little bit more upbeat. So I would say I just had to change the vibe of how I came on the song, but other than that, I don't think I changed anything differently from Broken.
What inspired the making of Only Thing?
What inspired me was, for one, the person that's talking right now during the interview. Shout out to Aaron. I would say it started in Charlotte one late night. We were just messing around with some beats. I remember on YouTube and things like that, just trying to figure out a vibe of like, because we know that we wanted to do a song together, and we were just trying to find the perfect beat. And we went through for like, it was real late. I remember it was late night, and we just went through a couple beats to see what the vibe was. And then when we got to this one, we kind of both came to an agreement that, okay, we like this one. It's upbeat, but we can also make it personal at the end of the day. So I feel like that's what inspired me, was just doing something with the friend that I've known for so long and putting on a nice project. And I think we're doing it.
What emotion do you want to evoke um, from Only Thing? What emotion do you want people to feel after
I want
listening to
people
it?
to feel. I want people to feel comfortable. I want people to feel, like I said, the song is very, I don't want to say very personal, but the song, and it's not really sad, but it's just like kind of in your feels, but it's also upbeat. So I kind of want people to feel like, okay, dang, I feel this, but you know what? It's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. Stuff happens for a reason. And like for instance, one of the lyrics is too much on my mind, I'm high all the time. So
What does only thing mean to you?
only thing means to me is I just want to let that significant other know that like you're the only thing that's on my mind. Um and pretty much without you, I kind of feel empty. Um and it's causing me to do all of these things that are in the song. And yeah, I would say that's kind of what it means. That's kind of what the song kind of means to me is that I want that person that I really care about and who I love and who I want our relationship to work with. That really, without you, I feel kind of empty and I kind of feel lost. And so it's having me do all these drugs, having me drink a lot with friends, and basically being unhealthy. So, but like I said, that's the part of the song is like the lyrics of the song is going to give you that, but then with the upbeat it's kind of gonna put you in that mindset like, okay, it's okay, like even though that's the only person, but we can more so we can make it work, we can try to make it work.
What's the most Nasir the biggest thing about only thing?
I can honestly say the biggest thing on the song that I've accomplished is, well, I could say the entire thing along with your verse as well, but I would say the harmonies. I can say those are kind of hard to do for a lot of people, but for someone who has the talent to actually sing and do things like that, I feel like the harmonies is what bring the dynamic of the song as well, especially it being at the end too, so it's not just one like level melody. I feel like that brings the character out in the song as well, and then like it'll make people feel more like okay, because I've learned that in school. I forgot the name of it, but when you when there's notes of a song, it's kind of like the story of the song. So, for instance, when people sing really high in a song, like high, then the lyrics are meaning something high. Like they'll say, "I'm going up a hill," but when they sing, is the notes are high, if that makes sense. So I feel like with the end of the song with the harmonies, it just brings out the dynamic and the character. Like I'm telling you, you're the only thing on my mind right now. So I can say that's the biggest thing on the song that I feel like I've done.
If only thing was a color, what color would it be?
If only thing was a color. Hmm, it's a good one. If only thing was a color, I would say if I had to think of the first color that came to my mind, I would say like a navy blue, like a dark blue. And my reason behind a dark blue is because, like I said, when I hear the song, when I play the song every day, I think of like a cave, like somewhere deep. And usually, like when you look at like a cave, it has that blue tint to it. So I would say more of like just like a dark, a long type of area. So not black because black means like miserable and just depression and stuff like that. So I would say like a navy blue.
Being a dancer, do you ever visualize choreography to the music you make?
Of course, yes. Because I am a dancer, I definitely plan on in the future once my music career definitely blows up. I definitely want to incorporate music videos, and like I said, I'm a dancer, so I like to show my talent. So, and I just like to dance, and I definitely have a lot of choreography planned for some of the songs that I've been working on. So, for sure, choreography is coming into play.
What is performing to you? Is it more release, connection, or storytelling?
How about if I told you it was all three? Um, I definitely feel like it's a release for one because I get to just release my talent and just show the world. Um, I also feel like it's a storytelling because, like I said, you can tell the levels of people's dancing skills. Like, oh, I could tell that they they're like they just learn the choreography to learn the choreography, but it's not really in them. Like they're just more there for the movements. But for me, people will see like, okay, he's passionate about this. He knows the movements. He's moving fluently, um, and things like that. So I would say it's all three. It's naturally organic.
Being an artist a part of the LGBTQ community,
Hmm.
what role or impact does that play on your music, if any?
Um, Being part of the community, for one, I want to say shout out to all my people that's a part of the community. Period. Um, I would say that I just want to embrace who we are, and at the end of the day, don't let anyone tell us we can't do anything just because we're part of the LGBT community. Because we're just as talented, we're just as fun, we're just as educated as anyone else in this world. So I just want to bring more of that because it's not enough of us. Because I feel like we're scared. We're scared of the outcome of things. We're scared of being harmed and things like that. But for me, I don't fear that, and I'm always going to be me because again, I'm who I am. I'm not Sid the biggest at the end of the day. So I'm always going to showcase who I am, and I don't really care what anyone has to say because I'm gay. I don't care. So I just want to say for everyone who is, I don't want to say secretly dimming their own light, do not dim your light. If you have talent, if you have talent, definitely showcase it, no matter who you are, and do you at the end of the day. Don't worry about what anyone else got to say. Do you because you're the one, you know you more than anybody else. So that's how I carry myself every day. So, yeah.
What's the ultimate goal for Nasir the Biggest?
My ultimate goal is to basically be the person that I want to be, who I've always wanted to be. And my goal is I know I want to be a celebrity. I know it comes with a lot of responsibility. I know it comes with sacrifices. I know it comes with a lot of stuff, but I'm willing to take that risk because this is something I want to do. This is something I've always talked about growing up as a kid. And I personally like entertainment. I'm a person, I like attention. So that's why all my life, everything that I've done, I've always made sure that I was attention, making sure I've always had solos, making sure I've always had leading dance roles, things like that, because I know what I'm capable of. I know what my talent is, and I want people to know that because I'm that kind of person where I want to put myself out there. And the music world, like I said, is perfect for me because I was naturally born with the gift. I also play instruments, and like I said, I sing and I dance. So why wouldn't I express that? And music, honestly, is a gift. It's not a lot of people. I might be going off a rant here, but I feel like a lot of people try to like try to make music it's like their easy way out because they feel like it's easy money or it's just something easy. Yes, anybody could get on the record and rap or do whatever, but it's how you do it at the end of the day. It's still a skill. And I feel like it's not meant for everybody to do, but everybody feels like it's the easy way out. But for me, this is my skill. Like this is my talent. Like this is something God gifted me.
Describe this chapter of your life in one word.
Describe this chapter of my life in one word. Overwhelming. I would say overwhelming. Um, the reason why I say overwhelming is because this current chapter of my life, but like I said, it's not in a bad way. The overwhelming is just I have a lot going on because I know where I want to be. So outside of the music, my job, working overnight, got a promotion, trying to work with that, trying to get my music career going. It's just a lot. So, but again, um, my parents used to say all the time growing up. They used to tell me and my siblings, it's a famous saying that is, in order to see the rainbow, you got to go through the storm. So at the end of the day, all of this is just a storm. But once I get everything together, it'll be the rainbow, and I'll be the celebrity I want to be. I will be where I want to be. So I'm just going through it in a good way.
What's next after Only Thing? Can you disclose that?
Um, let's just say more songs, more projects coming soon. So just stay tuned. This ain't the end. This is just the beginning. So what's next for me after Only Thing would be more projects coming, more singles. An album will be coming. I definitely plan on having an album. Um, that's gonna be nice. And yeah, what's more to come? Just more vibes, more positivity, more music, and yeah, just more great things. So y'all stay tuned.
Would you say there's a real urban music scene in North Carolina?
Say that again.
Would you say there's a real urban music scene in North Carolina?
Yes, I will say yes, but it's not expressed enough to
Would
me.
would it be easier to achieve your dreams in a city like Atlanta, California,
Um,
Texas?
that'll well in that kind of sense, that's more stereotypical because those are um cities where music is born, kind of, and things like that. But I feel like in order to be successful, like I said, I feel like those are easy routes, if that makes sense. Like, oh, if I go to Atlanta, I'm automatically gonna have like a deal and all of this stuff. I kind of want to be authentic about it, and I kind of want to show I kind of want to start where I am and make my way up so that way people can see, oh, so you can do it. You can do it from living in the country. You can do it like living in not suburb areas. Like it's definitely possible. So I kind of want to start. I'm comfortable starting where I am. I do got Charlotte down the street. So but I would say I definitely feel like I want to start it where I am.
What do you think North Carolina needs to be taken seriously in the music industry?
I think what North Carolina needs is more consistency. Um, Again, more people not just being scared. More, it just needs to be more talent shown. I just feel like with North Carolina, because North Carolina is a state. North Carolina is a popular state, but I feel like it's not enough people in North Carolina who expresses their real talent to me. And I feel like if everyone does that, then I feel like we will be put on the map a little bit more. Now as far as the music as well, like I said, it's not for everybody, but we do have some amazing producers out here. Um, Shout out to Pranav again. And I just feel like we just need to just take it more serious. I just feel like people just need to take it more serious. I get we all have things going on in life and stuff like that, but if this is something you want to do, then I feel like you should do it. And that's me speaking to everybody who's watching this interview. If you want to do something, do it. So I just feel like everybody just needs to like get off the couch and do what they need to do. Um, my last remarks would be I just want to thank everybody who's going to support me in my journey, in my music career. This is very long overdue, especially for me. I just started this probably like 2 years ago. So it's still freshly new to me, but I'm ready to give you guys what y'all need. I'm ready to give you guys what y'all want. And I'm just overall ready to start this. And I'm ready to do my big one at the end of the day because it's time for me to do me. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys. And yeah, just continue on this journey with me. And I promise you, y'all won't be disappointed because I got a lot planned for y'all. So yeah.
Finish the sentence for me. Music is the only thing that. Music
Hmm.
is the only thing that.
Music is the only thing that.
Finish the sentence.
Oh, okay. Music is the only thing that I got two things that lives rent free in my head, and music is the only thing that I really enjoy doing. It's my passion. I enjoy it, so I really enjoy music. I bleed music. My heart pumps it. Um, Music is my medicine. I would say that music is definitely a medicine to me when I'm mad, when I'm happy, when I'm hungry, when I'm sad. I love music. So, yes. So yeah, looks like this is a wrap. This is Nasir the biggest, the one and only Nasir the biggest, and y'all better overdose on y'all dreams. I got too much on my mind. I'm high all the time. They said they could spy. I wish you were mine. I keep asking myself why that shit keep happening.